Hello all and welcome, and I am the MGTOW philosopher, and welcome to another volume of MGTOW Haters, and this is volume number 11, and in these hater videos I essentially comment on the hate comments and the negative comments that people post in the comment sections of my videos. I think they're very funny videos. I enjoy making them. They're probably my most favorite of all videos that I make. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? So, first comment from an Akihito007 and my video, Delusional Women with Useless Degrees. Sorry, but fully disagree with this video. Men should be gentlemen. Why? What's your justification for that statement? Why should we be? No argument supporting that statement. This is just a factually true statement. Yeah, and I don't have to give an argument. Yada, yada, yada. And should be finding a wife. Why? What for? That's a totally arbitrary statement. You could say I should be finding cow pies. You should say I should be finding wrecked cars and selling them for scrap. What is this? It's just your opinion. I see. Based on what you did because you made a mistake. So, because you made a bad choice in your life, I should make the same bad choice. No, thank you. Not some chick just to bang. Oh, I disagree. I mean, frankly, I'm not that interested in banging chicks these days to begin with. It's generally too much trouble anyway, but if you're going to pump them and dump them, just pump them and dump them. You know, I'm a guy that doesn't find my validation as a man through women. I find my validation through the things I've accomplished in my life. That's where I find my self-esteem, from me and the things I do. Not from some other person. That's pretty weak, quite frankly. Men should be honest and upfront with their religious and political views. Wrong. You want to bang a chick? Lie about your religion. Lie about your political views. Or better yet, don't even talk about them. And what they want in life and in a wife. I don't want anything in a wife. I don't want to get married. I'm an old guy now anyway. I have no interest in getting married. I will never get married. It will never, ever, 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 ever happen. So shut the fuck up. Women should be the same without all the BS. Women ain't the same, pal. And the only reason they get married is to steal your shit. Okay? Dating is selfish fun. You make selfish sound like it's a bad thing. You sound like a Christian to me. Buddy, let me tell you something. Selfish is good. We should live for ourselves. We should do for ourselves. We should seek to better ourselves. And if everybody was selfish, this world would be a much better place if people practiced that kind of informed selfishness. Courting is for finding a real marriage. Courting? Courting? What do you think, this is the Victorian age? What is this, the 18th, 19th century? Get the fuck out of here courting. Who courts anymore? Show me the prim and proper ladies out there who act like Ashwell ladies and are going to marry a guy and stay married to him forever, and then I'll use the word courting. Next comment from a Nick 1989. I'm going to guess that's the year he was born. I don't know. Wow, could this guy be any more Jewy? Jewy? Yeah, oh no, that's not an anti-Semitic sounding statement. By the way, I'm not a Jew, but I wouldn't be ashamed to be one. Generally speaking, Jews are pretty smart. And wealthy, to boot. They do very well, generally speaking. He sounds like Gilbert Godfrey. What's wrong with that? I don't try to be. I've heard, actually, the truth be told, I've heard very little of his comedy. I saw him pop up a few times. What was that, Howard Stern show? And that was on way back when, and that was about it. I think his comedy is, whatever. I'm not going to talk about the guy's comedy, but you think I sound like Gilbert Godfrey? So what? The kike is Jesus Christ. Oh, this guy is a Jew hater. I see. The kike is behind all the social problems in America. He is he? So Jews are all one group, right? It's like a giant Jew conspiracy. Is that it? It couldn't be that just all these people in these positions of power happen to be Jews. It couldn't be that. No, it's some kind of conspiracy. Okay. Wars, foreign policy problems, promoters of illegal immigration, feminism, gun control, sexual liberation, etc. Israel and Jews in government were the main perpetrators of 9/11. 9/11. Oh my God, he's a nut job. and are the very reason communism exists. Well, yeah, Jews as a group, no, but he's not far off on that view. But again, so what? Yeah, but there isn't some giant conspiracy, pal, okay, that is, all Jews are not in on this, okay? Never trust a Jew. When you listen to or trust a Jew, you get Jewed. You're an anti-Semite! I see. No skin off my nose. And my nose isn't that big, by the way. Next comment from a Kiwi Aust Econ. I assume the Aust is Australian Econ. This is what the wall looks like. That's the video. Why are you happy? What do you mean? I'm relatively comfortable. I don't have to worry about material possessions. I don't have to worry about bills or rent or any of the usual worries. I do pretty well. What do you mean? Well, I do have to. I mean, everybody has to worry about, bills and shit like that. But I mean, I pay them. I'm not like, whatever. I mean, why am I happy? I'm happy because I'm relatively comfortable and I don't have to worry too much about shit like that. Of course, I mean, I still have these concerns just like everybody else, but it's not like huge worries. What do you mean, why am I happy? Why are you unhappy? All right? Ask me a question like that, tells me you're unhappy. All right? Hey. Shouldn't we be helping women to be the best version of themselves? What? Why should we be helping women? What are you talking about? Why should we be helping women to be the best version of themselves? And by the way, I'm not happy because I'm so well set or anything. I have the same worries as everybody else, okay? Bills and money and mortgage and shit like that and car payments and, but the difference is that I'm happy because I'm happy, I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to seek validation through other people. I find it within myself, okay? That's why I'm happy. Why should I be helping women to be the best version of themselves? It's not my job to help anybody else. It's my job to help myself. I was put on this earth. I don't recall being connected to other people. I mean, once I was birthed out of my mother, I don't even think I owe her anything. I mean, I think kids grow up. I think the parents get a huge amount of satisfaction, if they're normal people, that is, through having kids and raising those kids, and it gives them purpose in life and joy. I mean, I don't owe anybody anything. What do I owe women? I don't owe women anything. Go fuck yourself. Why are you glad that she got fat? Who got fat? Oh, this is what the wall looks. Oh, Jessica Simpson. I'm not glad. I just think it's funny. I could give a shit, honestly. She wants to eat for $3. Let her eat for $3. I don't care. Do you just hate all women? No, I just hate feminists. The fact that most women are feminists, that's incidental. If you want to say I hate women because most women are feminists and therefore I hate those women, fine. Do whatever you want, but there's a distinction, okay? If a woman was 100% not a feminist, I wouldn't hate her. And it's the feminism I hate, that she happens to be feminist. Well, that's the problem. This video is disgusting. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. Next, from someone named Stuffz, Stuffz. And my video, anti-feminism is just feminism. And the comment is, and MGTOW is shit. You're just angry. You're just a feminist that's angry that I called you out on your bullshit. You're just an anti-feminist and you're angry that I called you on it. That's all. Next comment from a Go-Go Pikachu. What is that Pikachu? Pikachu is those, what is that cartoon or something, or those cards? I don't know. I forget what Pikachu is. I'm too old, I guess, or out of touch. Who knows? Anyway, fat UK woman has no clue why she's single. And the comment is, stop yelling, punk. Punk, I love it. Why do people think I'm so young? I mean, I love that they do. It's wonderful. Is it my voice? I wasn't aware that voices had ages attached to them. Am I supposed to sound like some kind of alcoholic smoker dude with a gravelly voice that sounds like this, and that makes you sound old? I don't. What is it exactly that is supposedly makes somebody sound old? I was wondering about that because people, very stupid people, tend to label sounds with a particular age, which is just dumb. Oh, you sound young. What does young sound like? I don't know what young sounds like. You sound old. What does old sound like? I don't know what the sound is. Maybe there's a general trend toward a certain sound being generally associated with old because people, drink a lot and fuck up their throat and smoke too much. And I don't know what affects voice, but, considering me a punk, I'm probably older than you, go-go. But anyway, thanks for the compliment. I consider it a compliment. You think I sound so young that I'm a punk. That's hilarious. Next comment from a Julian Royale. Could be a woman, could be a man. If it's British, could be Julian. If it could be a woman too, we'll see by the comment. In my video, Genuine Peach thinks we MGTOW are losers. You are a loser for arguing with half-brain retards. It's probably a guy. I'm a loser for... I wouldn't argue with anybody. It's a response video, you pinhead. It's for entertainment. It's to mock somebody who says and does stupid things. It's for the audience, not to actually respond to that person. I could give a rat's ass what or if she even replies. Next comment from somebody named Pickle Nose Pickle. Why do people pick these weird names just thinking they're creative or something? And the video, this is what the wall looks like. Stop complaining about women. Stop needing pussy. Now, by the way, it's like a paragraph. It's like 100+ words, a total run-on sentence. There's no commas, no periods. This is going to be difficult to read. Stop complaining about women. Stop needing pussy. Chop off your dicks and your problems are over. You'll never deal or want to see a woman. See, it's your weenies that drool for pussy. Stop needing it. Your problems are over. It's gross, stinky, repulsive to look at. More or less touch. It smells like fish. It's your fault for thinking there. And he spells there, T-H-E-R-E, not the possessive, T-H-E-I. Hot, ha, you're just mad because if you don't pay, you don't play. Well, they're not into giving you sex for nothing just because you think you stop begging and complaining. Your problems are over. Stupid asses laugh out loud. Oh, I need pussy, and there's not just handing it over to us. Wah, wah, ha. Love my fucking ass off. I'm laughing my ass off to the fact that you can't put a fucking comma or a period or exclamation point or anything in your fucking message, you moron. And the only point he actually puts is a fucking question mark at the end. What a fucking moron. I'm not even going to reply to this because there's no periods or commas. You're a fucking idiot that can't write, you pinhead, you. Pickle Nose, so Pickle, P-I-C-K-L-E-N-O-S-E Nose, Pickle, P-I-C-K-L-E. Find this person and let them know what you think. Comment on wherever they've commented. Let them know what you think of their idiotic comment and poor grammar. Next, from an Econ Recon. And my video, MGTOW, women going their own way. I'm not going to comment to somebody who cannot use proper punctuation. What am I going to guess where the period should be? I'm not going to bother myself. So, MGTOW, women going their own way. MGTOW cult members are funny. Hey, dude, MGTOW generally is not a cult. Yes, there's some people with cult-like mentalities in MGTOW who follow, like, celebrity figures in MGTOW. So they're like, a celebrity cultist, stuff like that, who focus around and become too obsessed, too attached to a particular MGTOW content maker and stuff like that. Or they're very ideological and they've created some kind of ideology around MGTOW. But those are not the majority. The majority of MGTOW men are not cultists. They're the opposite. They're individualists and they don't follow dogma. Okay? So you don't know what you're talking about. If they really didn't care, they wouldn't care what women do. Including stealing men's money and stealing men's kids and putting men in jail for rapes they didn't commit or domestic violence they didn't commit. Yeah, that's a men's issue, dude. So I care about that. Wrong again, Econ Recon. Be busy going your own way and not whining like butthurt faggots. Well, Econ Recon, butthurt faggots like me are out there whining and complaining to help other men not become butthurt faggots, as you'd like to call me. You'd like to think I'm such, but I'm not. But I'll use your own words against you. I think that you are a butthurt faggot for coming on here and attacking your fellow man and essentially defending women by saying it's not okay. It's not okay to open your mouth and point out the negative, nasty shit that women are doing to hurt men. Perfectly okay for women to hurt men, not okay for a man like myself, a butthurt faggot as you label me, to go out of my way to warn other men so they don't become butthurt faggots like what you really are. Ya pussy, mangina, white knight, wimp boy, you. Yeah, why don't you go white knight for some women now, pal? I have other things to do. Moving on to next comment from a William Garcia. And my video, 1 million views. Hooray! MGTOW philosopher, not to nag you, but short and to the point, will always beat long, disjointed ramblings. So he's essentially saying that my videos tend to be long and disjointed. Well, I will agree with the long part, but I don't think that my videos are disjointed ramblings because I always have a point. I get to the point. And so I don't think they're just disjointed or ramblings. But I will agree they're long sometimes and sometimes too long. It's something I'm working on. Anyway, next comment from a Mark Bryant. And guy won't cheat, so girlfriend cheats instead. Hey, man, your standards are way too high for a guy who sounds like a cross between Gilbert Gottfried and Edith Bunker. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Those Asian chicks are kind of hot, bro. Just saying. Oh, he's talking about the video where there were a couple Asian chicks trying to seduce some black guy who was installing their cable. And I didn't think they were that attractive. Well, you have lower standards than me. That's fine. I'm able to get hotter. I just banged a 25-year-old broad, and I'm twice her age, essentially. So, yeah, and she was hotter than those broads. So I can do better, and I do better, and that's why my standards are higher. So maybe your standards are lower. I banged and clanged her. Bye-bye. Next comment from a Rumpelstiltskin. Marriage is bad for men. You sound bitter, and much of what you say is BS. Really? Why don't you tell me what's BS and why? I'm sure you'll try and tell me what is BS, but you will not say why, because the why would be an argument. And of course, pinheads like you cannot form arguments. The point is that Minj... Oh, there we go. No, he didn't even say what. He didn't even say what was BS. He just ran right to his point without making the point. Oh, how clever. The point is that men should be more circumspect in choosing mates. Oh, is that it? So we should search through the proverbial haystack that's the size of the fucking moon and look for those few needles. I see. And understand when someone loves you or not. Dude, romantic love is bullshit and it's a lie. You are living in fantasy land that has been inundated into you by movie and TVs and your mommy and your daddy telling you all this bullshit, and probably a gender studies professor too. You idiot. You act like we should treat women like dogs. Well, they seem to like it. I know dogs like it. Just because you want to go to your man cave regardless of their responsibilities. What the fuck do I care about women's responsibilities? A marriage is a give and take. I see. Rumpelstiltskin got married. Well, I'm sorry, Rumpelstiltskin, that you got married and that you shackled yourself to some fat, old, ugly broad for the next 50, 60 years. I didn't make the same bad choice you did. I made a better choice. I decided to stay single, and now I'm old, and I am comfortable, and I don't need a woman. And if I do want a woman, I can get a woman, and then I just kick her ass to the curb. La 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 la. He goes on to say, it's give and take, which includes compromise of your wants from time to time. Compromise? What are you compromising for, pal? Let me translate that. When he says compromise, what that really means is I give her what she wants and I never get what I want. Ooh, boy, you're in a relationship that shackles you and stops you from ever getting what you want unless it's what she wants too, which is how often is that a woman wants the same thing as a man. Oh boy, doesn't that sound great? You have to compromise your wants from time to time, all the time, every time she wants something that's different than what you want, you have to compromise, which means you're in the wrong relationship, my friend. If it's apparent that you are being overly selfish, what does that mean, overly selfish, you pinhead, you? What does that mean, overly selfish? You know what overly selfish means? Overly selfish is what a pinhead, pussy, wimp guy says who spent his whole life having to compromise and now he thinks ever wanting to get what he wants is being overly selfish. Oh my God. So of course, whenever you want what you want and it's not what she wants and you're not willing to compromise, that's you being selfish. I see. How often does she compromise and give up what she wants? Never? Ha ha ha! Oh well, yeah, that sounds like a really good deal. If you don't honor your mate with your time, what does that mean? Now, where were you talking about time? What does time have to do with compromise? Okay, so you shifted the goalpost and totally different argument. You don't know how to argue, but okay, let's go with it anyway. If you don't honor your mate with your time, then you really do not love that person that you promised to honor and love until death sends you to heaven. Meanwhile, your wife will never compromise. She will never give what you want. If it's not what she wants, compromise is not a thing for women. So doesn't that mean she doesn't honor or love you? Oh, well, I'm the man, so I should sacrifice. It's my job to sacrifice and give her everything she wants and lose my life and not live my life and essentially have no life. And then I die first and she outlives me. Wow. That's a real good deal. Yeah. Pass. Next comment from... Oh, it continues. There's more. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. This guy has more to say, does he? Yikes. So he goes on to try and give a lesson to young men, which I ain't. Thank God. Young men and boys need to be told that their dicks do not give a shit for love, so they must be instructed that they need to be very clear whether they are seeking a fuck or love. Need to be instructed to be told that their dicks do not give a shit for love. Well, why? You seem to have no point. Okay, let's move on. If they find both and want to marry another, they also need to honor their word. If they choose not to be, then they are a selfish coward. Capiche? Well, what you just said made no sense. There's no point there. I'm just going to move on because you're a moron. Next comment. You had me rolling there with the first paragraph of your comment, and then you just went off on some weird tangent where you totally changed the argument to something that made no fucking sense. Basically, you lecturing about something that you hadn't talked about before. Totally different subject. Makes no sense. You're an idiot! Next, Illuminated 7 in my video, Fat Feminist Pulled Off of Plane. Stupid commentary, I thumbs down. What the fuck do I care? Next comment from a Jarhead0754. And the same video, Fat Feminist Pulled Off Plane. Dude, shit the fuck up. It's S-H-I-T. It means shut the fuck up? I wish people would edit more. And play the video. Wasted 10 minutes of my life for you to... Well, you don't realize that most people who are coming to watch my videos are doing so just to watch the video and to listen to my commentary. I mean, if they didn't want to listen to my commentary, they could just go Google and watch the video without listening to my commentary. So it's my commentary that's funny and that people want to hear. They don't give a shit about some big fat land whale struggling against the cops and gyrating and gesticulating all over the place, saying, "Get your hands off me. I'm going to walk by myself. I can walk." And then she doesn't walk. And then she becomes a big fat tub of lard and won't move. And then they have to pick her up and carry her. And then she complains some more. "Why are you picking me up? Why are you pulling me? I can walk myself." And then she becomes a big fat pile of goo again once they let their hands off her. So, that's what people tune in to hear, meathead. Not the stupid video. You want to watch the stupid video with 2 minutes of this big fat land whale complaining that, "Why are you holding me? I can walk myself," and then she won't walk. Well, fine. Be my guest. Go watch it somewhere else. Next comment from someone named Pope06. And my video, How to Be a Bad Boy. Open doors, guys. You're a pussy. You're a trad con cuck pussy. Why don't you go watch that PragerU video that tells you how to be a good man and sacrifice yourself for women? Meanwhile, they'll never sacrifice anything for you. When you let them go first and gently put a hand on their back and guide them, it's a sign of control, assertiveness, and power. It's a sign of control, assertiveness, and my power in the relationship when I act like her servant. I see. You do realize, Pope, that makes no sense. Next comment, because I'm done with this pussy wimp. From a Jessica Kennedy. Ooh, a woman's comment. Ooh. I always get excited when I see these. I figure they'll be good. And my video, this is what the wall looks like. Wow. Whenever you post a wall video, whenever I post a wall video, it gets so many responses. Very nice. I just love the reaction from these hogs. Wow. I wonder what you look like. I guarantee you, I look better than that Jessica Simpson broad. And I'm quite a bit older. So, yeah, I look better than she does. Okay? I can tell you that much. I wonder what you look like. I understand MGTOW, but you sound horrible and mean. You can't tell anything about me from how I sound. I mean, maybe I sound mean, but, it's a video, So, there's not really that much you can tell about me personality-wise and person-wise. You sound horrible and mean, and Jessica's rich and don't need to take from any man. I don't know how rich she really is. I mean, I've heard some big fat land whale saying she's some kind of billionaire or something from her clothing line or something. I'd like to see some actual evidence of that, okay? Next comment from a James Tyree. And by the way, if she's so rich, what's she married for? Why does she need to be married? Oh, she needs a man, just like you do, but I'm guessing you don't have one. I see. Next comment from a James Tyree, and my video, Romantic Love is a Lie. Don't believe me? Then you're a fool. You have no idea what love is. Yeah, I do. It's bullshit. See? I know very well what love is. You were just a little boy. Okay. Well, call me a little boy. I'll take that as a compliment. Next, from a Jim Kamoski. And my video, Delusional Women with Useless Degrees. Tone it down. You sound like a hysterical bitch yourself. I see. Okay. Next comment from Hopper Rocks again. And my video, Why Men Hate Fat Women. So fat women and why men hate them. That's the video. You may not be aware of this, but fat women are real people with real feelings. Yeah, I know. They're also real people with really big mouths who they stuff with really big portions of food, who clog up their arteries, get heart disease and cancer and diabetes, and cost taxpayers billions upon billions of dollars a year, which kind of makes it my business that you become a big fat slob and cost me money. Now, I realize trampling all over their feelings like a big old elephant. Well, the only big old elephant is the people who I'm trampling all over, which, by the way, I probably couldn't trample over because they're much, much bigger than I am. So it would be more like climbing over them. But anyway, probably makes you feel better about yourself, but it says more about you than it does about these women. Yeah. It says that I want them to be thin and healthy and happy, not big, fat, disgusting blobs who are unhappy and costing the taxpayer billions upon billions of dollars a year. I am disgusted by the title, disappointed by your attitude. Well, that's life. And I think one day you'll look back and realize how cruel you were to people who aren't up to your standards. Grow up. Well, I'm not trying to be cruel, but I do want to create a stigma. And you have heard of tough love, and sometimes you need to be cruel to be kind, right? Now, I guess you haven't because you're a woman who's grown up entitled with a thin skin and you're a snowflake, and you've never really had to be exposed to any real hardship, which is basically obvious to me by the fact that you have cankles and thighs, which is essentially thighs and knees that have no visible joint, and they're all one and the same. Next comment from a DD Putsicker. Interesting name. Calls themselves Putsicker. And my video, this is what the wall looks like. Wow, man. You must be beautiful. Beautiful? I'm a guy, idiot. That means I'm handsome or ugly or somewhere in between. And yeah, I'm a good-looking guy. That's right, but I'm not beautiful. The expiration date happens at flatline. You need a shrink. I love it. No arguments. Just throw out your little insults. Okay. Whatever. Be my guest. Next comment from Pop Star Princess. Oh, boy. Princess. Whenever a woman calls herself a princess, you know you're in for something funny. Well, you hope. And my video, Delusional Women with Useless Degrees. Stop conflating women with feminists, please. Well, what else are you supposed to do? You don't realize it's called feminism, you dummy. Feminine, feminist, it's made for women. It's a women's movement that's like 95% women, and almost all women are feminists in one way, shape, or form. They've been indoctrinated by the government, by the state, by the media, by the education system, by their mommies, even their daddies, who many of them are cucked wimps. So, how is it inaccurate to conflate women and feminists when they're essentially both the same thing in the majority of the cases? That there are some outliers doesn't change the fact that most women are feminist. Next comment from an Eric Logos. And my video, this is what the wall looks like. Dipshit. Oh, well, you know, he's a white knight. He's white knighting for this big, fat, ugly blob that is now Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson's clothing company is worth over $1 billion. Who cares? She's not worth over $1 billion. The company might be. She might be worth millions, but she's not worth billions. The company, what its value is overall, is not how much money she actually has. And by the way, nobody gives a rat's ass about how much money a woman has. Men care about a woman's looks, not about how much money she's got, unless she gets herself some pathetic loser, mimbo, surfer dude who's too lazy to work and has no ambition but has a pretty face. She's going to be very soon without a man. Because they don't give a crap how much she has. They give a crap about the size of her waist and whether or not she's got a tight ass or not, you idiot. She don't need a man for anything. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. If she didn't need a man, why does she have a man, you idiot? Are you a fucking moron? She has a man. Obviously she needs a man or she wouldn't have one, you idiot. By the way, you sound like a queer who still lives in his mother's basement. Dude, my mother has been dead for years. She's worm food. Quit looking at fat chicks. You're developing an addiction. I don't believe this is a man. This does not sound like a man. I think this is a woman who has adopted a man's name to try and fool people. Next comment from a Zados. And the title is not here. I must have forgot to put it there. Who gives a fuck? And the comment is, why are you complaining? I thought MGTOWs wanted to go their own way. Okay, this is from my video. MGTOW is not MGTOW. I thought MGTOWs wanted to go their own way, but women aren't allowed to go their own way. Hypocritical much? Hey, moron. Hey, moron. Moron. Mr. Potato Head. Do you realize that women went their own way back in 1965 or 66? Women have been going their own way with this second and third wave, whatever bullshit you want to call it. This wave of feminism, that wave of feminism. It's all the same. They've been going their own way for 50, 60 years now, okay? They're just trying to rebrand it, all right? Because the word feminism is not popular anymore. It conjures negative imagery. So they're trying to sell the same brand crap and change the name to something less objectionable. That's all. And they're also bitter and angry. And because men don't want to have anything to do with them. They're very bitter and angry towards men who don't want to have anything to do with them. So they're kind of adopting the name in a satirical manner, nothing more, to mock men and at the same time to show their bitterness and anger. Oh, you want to go your own way? Well, I'm going to go my own way too. Huh. You pinhead. Next comment from Forget About It, Will Ya? Huh. And my video, MGTOW is not MGTOW. Dude, seriously, I'm all for MGTOW, but you are annoying as fuck when you talk. How so? I guess you don't like the message. Oh well, you sound like an annoying winning male bitch. He puts W-I-N-N-I-N-G. Winning? You're goddamn right I'm winning. I'm a winner, baby. No question. Oh, maybe you meant whining. Whining male bitch. How so? Do you have an argument that will essentially back up this statement you're making, or do you have no argument? Shut the fuck up. No argument. Okay. Shut the fuck up if you can tone down the annoying yelling, weird voices, and annoying stupid laugh of yours. You're just jealous, pal. You're just envious and jealous because I'm cleverer than you. I have wittier banter than you. And my comments and my commentary are better than anything you could come up with. You meathead, you. For being MGTOW, you sound like an annoying woman bitch. That's the best you got? Is that the best you got? Well, clearly, you really aren't even anywhere near as clever as I was hoping you would be as a man. Your comments sound like those of a woman. And, now that I think about it, you do sound more like a he, she than a man. You sound more like a she, really, without very much he involved. Next comment from a JP Lamounian. Weird name. And my video, this is what the wall looks like. Why does the poster hate on her so much? That's me. The poster, the person who posted the video. I don't hate on her. I don't hate her. I'm just pointing out the fact that she's become a big, fat, disgusting land whale, just like every other broad that gets past 30 and has a man and is married and isn't worried about a divorce because she can just take all her shit. Or actually, somebody just said that she's way richer than her husband. Boy, well, that just proves how stupid she really is, that she got married, because if he just essentially divorces her, he can get her for alimony. Wonderful! This person goes on to say, he's obviously infatuated with her. Are you kidding me? Have you seen her picture? Have you seen her picture? She is a disgusting blob. No infatuation here, buddy. Probably had a hard-on for her forever. No. Probably listens to her records. What? Was she a singer at some point? I thought she was some kind of like really bad actress. I wasn't even aware that she was a singer of something. She did singing of some kind? What the fuck? I didn't know she was some kind of singer. So, records. What do you think? This is the 1970s? Records? What century are you living in, pal? I'm done with this comment. And finally, the last comment from, a woman! Excellent. We're ending on a high note, I hope. And my video, MGTOW is not MGTOW. I don't know about other women, but I'm definitely MGTOW. How so? Oh, it just ends right there. There's nothing. How so? You hate men, I'm sure. So, no, that's not a prerequisite for being MGTOW. You don't have a man? But we know you'd want one. You're a woman. You're not a man. Men and women are not equal. We're not the same. Men don't need women, but women do need men. That's why when women don't have men, they get 57,000 fucking cats, because they can't be alone at all, ever, with themselves. How are you, MGTOW? And there's nothing else to go on here. That's ending on a low note. That's the best she had. She didn't even explain how she's MGTOW. Bitch, it's just feminism, you moron. It's nothing more than feminism. It's angry women who are angry that men are essentially taking away their options and leaving them without men to latch onto and become parasites and suck the blood from. Those are now angry and bitter. So they're just saying, well, I'm going to use the same terminology as you, and I'm going to adopt the same philosophy since you're leaving me without options. It's just an attempt at satire and mockery, and it's an expression of their bitterness and anger that we don't want them anymore. Which, sounds like third-wave feminism to me, which is all it is. Bunch of bitter, angry land whales who are bitter and angry that no man wants them. That's it! MGTOW isn't real. It's feminism. It's not MGTOW with an inverted M. Well, that's all I have. That's it for the nasty, hateful comments from women and pussy white knight manginas alike. Hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you will join me for the next installment of MGTOW Haters 12, which will come sometime, well, whenever I collect enough comments of a hateful nature to make the video. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Check out my description, and please donate to my Patreon. That would really help motivate me to make more videos and higher quality content. You'll find a Patreon link in the description of this video, as well as a pinned comment, and in the end of the video as well. You'll find a link. I am MGTOW Philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.